A word.
Spread the word. The word.
Live television. Hey, that's what it's all about. Listen, you might as well laugh now because I don't get any funnier. Yes, this is The Word, the music and entertainment show created to bridge the gap between infancy and adultery. We've got a nice set, lights, music, sophisticated showbiz personalities, and hopefully a live report from Amanda de Cadenet. And she'll be giving us reports from a variety of glamorous locations across the world. I think she's blagged a trip somewhere particularly interesting to Elvis fans this week. I don't think it's a bathroom, though, and hopefully we'll be joining Amanda to tell us all about it. Amanda, are you actually there? We'll see if we can catch her up later on. Although this is a live show where we've been busy during the summer months globe-trotting to bring you the biggest stars from the world of showbiz, and I've missed the World Cup matches to prove it. So while you were at home appreciating those cynical Italian tackles, these are some of the big names we've tracked down who you'll be able to see over the next 18 weeks on The Word.
Hi, I'm James Brown, and I feel good. I'm on The Word.
I'd love to do Robin Hood. I was born Robin Hood. I was a tournament archer. I swing on vines and stuff.
I'm always professing shock when they tell me that I'm black. I'm like, really? Who knew?
It doesn't seem like he's all here, but hey, that's okay. That's why I do these interviews, you know?
Are there sexual politics in Hollywood? No, none.
I try and keep away from love and emotions and that as much as I can because I don't really know whether I've experienced it.
Playing a guy that lives for adrenaline and death, basically.
I want to be an individual and do what you feel is right for you and not follow the crowd.
Good evening. Welcome to Cyclops This Week on BBC. This isn't BBC.
Everyone there except for Father Christmas. That's all to come in future weeks on this show. But from Liverpool, that little place just outside Warrington, on our stage, which is decorated with giant licorice all sorts with a grudge, we'll have the farm, plus a mystery guest. And we've also got an exclusive interview with the world's #1 box office star, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who gives a few tips to moviegoers.
I will go to the exit door and walk in backwards when the people came out, and that's how I got in the movie houses and see all those movies. #1 for free, and #2 I could go in where youth was not really allowed.
We'll also be discovering one of Manchester's biggest tourist attractions. That's if you discount Bernard Manning, which is always a good idea.
It's beautiful. I mean, most people would think, you know, it's dirty, this is just an iron bridge, but only Morrissey could make somebody travel thousands of miles to look at land that's dirty.
And we'll try to make this man laugh. But first, a man who's already sold 600,000 copies of his #1 single, Killer. His latest single, he's going to be performing live for the very first time on British television. It's based loosely on Elvis Presley's All Shook Up. This is Admaski. Brilliant stuff. That's Admaski, Law of the Jungle. Hey, I like the way he looks a bit like Harpo Marx with radiation poisoning, doesn't he? And with Admaski, with the word dancers, who will be dancing to one of the hottest dance tracks of the week a bit later on. The Word's Top 10 also will be in The Guardian every Saturday, starting tomorrow. And if you want to be one of the Word dancers, you can write to The Word, P.O. Box 972, London, E14, 9TG. Now, for a guest this week, we were going to have Rosanna Arquette, but I think as this is a magazine programme, and with her recent appearance in Playboy, she probably feels as if she's appeared in enough magazines for the time being. But next to Kenny Dalglish, this guy is the most famous man on Merseyside. Bill Dean, thespian, actor. Well, that's the same thing, isn't it, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that, actually, until I spoke to someone.
I was a bit worried myself.
Well, I'm not that grown up for grown-up words like that. And you're also a bit of a poet on the quiet, aren't you?
Now and again.
So how long are you going to have a rest from Brookside for? Because I heard Phil Redmond offered you, you know, said that you wouldn't go back unless you got £1 million an episode.
I'm still in the storyline, and Phil Redmond said on Channel 4, Bill's a pal of mine, he can come back any time he likes, but he wants £1 million an episode. If you're watching, Phil, you tell him, Porgies, I only wanted $500,000.
You actually starred in a film with Albert Finney back in 1972, Gumshoe.
Oh, it's a long time ago.
How much did you get paid for that one?
Well, we got paid out in ducats, so...
Ducats. But that was actually set in Liverpool.
Yes,
and,
that's correct.
What do you think of the kind of programmes that they make about Liverpool on the TV? Where they're always shown as, like, thieves and robbers, aren't they?
No, I think the media does that in general. But I think it's wrong. I think Liverpool's still a great place. There's a lot of talent there. And it's just the way the media portrays it. They're all nice people in Liverpool.
Were you a bit disappointed at missing Billy and Sheila's wedding?
Well, I didn't, actually, because we had I've nearly said a rude word then, we had a thingy up the same night.
Oh, aye. And is Harry Cross, you know, Bill Dean, who plays Harry Cross, as miserable as Harry Cross in real life?
No, I'd kick his behind if he lived next door to me. Nearly said another rude word.
Hey, cheers, Bill. Anyway, we'll see if we can cheer you up properly. From your soul a bit later on. One thing that wouldn't help cheer Bill up, though, is a tune by the Smiths. Despite a reputation for being miserable and the fact they split up 3 years ago, the fans haven't forgotten them. Earlier this month, thousands of the fans gathered in Manchester to pay homage to the Smiths. Well, as a band, they may well be finished now, but as a religion, they could be off to a good start.
I'm Elliot, and welcome to the Smiths Convention 1990. This is the third Smiths Convention, and it's obviously, as you can see, the biggest one yet. I love the Smiths more than I could possibly ever imagine I could ever love anything. We're on the coach trip going round to the Strange Ways sign, Salford Lads Club, Strange Ways, the Iron Bridge.
Hello, my name is Charlotte Beth Brewster. I'm soon to be 18 years old, and I've come from San Jose, California, to come to the Smiths Convention.
I've come to see this sign because it means a lot to me as a Smiths fan. It was on the last LP, Strange Ways, Here We Come.
This is Strange Ways Prison, as in Strange Ways, Here We Come.
Inside the closet is a photo of a Strange Ways sign, but the photo... You're outside? I know the Smiths.
I don't know the Smiths, to be honest.
I wouldn't say I'm a lonely person, no, because I've got Morrissey. And he comforts me, as it were, but without Morrissey, I don't know, I'd probably be floating around somewhere. With Morrissey, I've got something definite to hold on to.
Oh, gosh, I can remember sitting in my room, lights are out, sitting on the edge of my bed, just grasping my Meet It's Murder album, just probably crying, maybe lying on the floor. I don't know. It's just, you feel like, I mean, he's always there, and you can always rely on Morrissey.
Right, this is actually the road where Salford Lads Club is off. They hate Smiths fans coming down here because we write all over the wall, but my argument with them is, if you look at the original photo, there was writing on the wall then anyway.
Angela, put my name on.
I am. I don't like it all written all over the walls of the estate.
Well, I've got a right to write whatever I like.
No, I don't believe that. They're just writing it on all over the walls. This is our club in here. Snooker football, we don't want it wrecked.
You play football inside the club, not outside.
Say we come round your way, eh? Round wherever you live, let's them all write on the walls. Would you like it?
We are doing no harm. It is safe.
No.
Sitting in my room in America, I never thought I'd be standing here.
The Iron Bridge is just off King's Road going over the railway line. Right, we're coming up to it quite soon. It's an important shrine, I suppose, for apostles, because in the song Under the Iron Bridge We Kissed, I mean, it's something that actually sings about.
It's beautiful. I mean, most people would think, you know, it's dirty, this is just an iron bridge, but only Morrissey could make somebody travel thousands of miles to look at land that's dirty and look at it in amazement and in awe, and it's like you're in love with it, and it's only because Morrissey was here. Now I wouldn't mind living here, you know, just in a sleeping bag, anywhere.
Right, we're back on Oxford Road now, and I really hope you've enjoyed the coach trip. I think, you give yourselves a big cheer. Come on. That's it, because it's been good fun, and give another cheer, because there's plenty more to come tonight. I don't like it when people take the mickey out of me or start telling me, oh, you shouldn't do this, you do everything because Morrissey does it. If everyone did everything that Morrissey does, I think the world would be a much better place.
All men have secrets, and here is mine, so let it be known. We have been through hell and high tide, I can surely rely on you.
If you said, what would the perfect human being look like? What would he say? What would he do? What would he read? What would he eat? I would say Morrissey. Stephen Patrick Morrissey.
The word.
Some devoted Smiths followers there. What do you reckon to that? Them writing on the walls, all over Salford.
Well, they play better than Manchester United, don't they?
Hey, well, Manchester's got to be famous for something. If we haven't got the football teams nowadays.
I'm trying to think. You've got me lost for words. Man City.
But this is more up your street, Bill. Now, over the last few months, we've been scouring the country for people whose middle name is Talent. Most of the ones we've found, the first names were no. However, we did find some unsung performers willing to show you their party pieces in order to make a man called Les Miserable laugh and hopefully stop him from killing himself. And for starters, try and imagine life with two Kylie Minogues. Fantastic. That's the kind of Kylie Minogue that I'd actually prefer. Mind you, as far as like all these Australian... What a bunch of Philistines, eh? I must say, though, as far as like these Australian imports coming over here, Bill, I always preferred Rolf Harris, because he could paint as well as sing, couldn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, well, imagine he painted our house once. Trouble was, I didn't know what it was going to be until he'd finished it. But are you actually a music man yourself?
Yes, I like Glenn Miller. Lita Rosa. Bing Crosby. Not many of them left, really, is there?
OK, we're going to have a break now. Stick around, Bill, and I'll see if you can answer this question.
Gary Glitter, Nicholas Witchell, and Alastair Stewart all have the same skeleton in their cupboard. What is it? Find out after the break. The word. The word. We asked you what skeleton these people had in their cupboards. The answer is they all have been convicted for driving over the limit.
Well, what naughty lads they are, and imagine this is like a family show, isn't it?
Correct.
Hey.
Naughty driving.
You stay out of this bit, Bill. Hey, unfortunately, we missed out on the Kylies a minute ago because we lost the sound, but now we're going back to Imagine Life with two Kylies.
Les Miserable says... Janine and Emily from Glasgow, make me laugh.
For the Kylie girl, slow, languorous movements are never allowed. Everything is quick, cute and perky.
When a Kylie girl walks, she always pushes her shoulders forward because she likes to get on with things.
Kylie girl's arms are always held at a 45-degree angle from the body. Now, this might seem restricting, but in fact it holds lots of possibilities. Now, we do have a special Kylie protractor that will help keep you in check. Here, 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 and here. Now, if you can get the hang of the angles and feel the beat of the music, put them both together and you could become a cool Kylie on the dance floor. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love.
A couple of talented ladies from Glasgow there giving us Pythagoras' theory of bad Australian soap actresses. Hey, if you're not out clubbing it this weekend and you're looking for a film to see or video to rent, here's a few suggestions. Bruce Willis is in Die Hard 2 and that goes on nationwide release. But this week's big opening is David Lynch's new film Wild at Heart, and here's a trailer for you.
You are not going to see him ever.
I can't. Move me, Sam. You really do.
You want me to shoot Sailor in the brains with a gun?
Should take more water with it, shouldn't they? Hey, and Nicolas Cage, the star of that film, will be our guest when the film goes on general release. Bill, are you actually into all these David Lynch movies?
Not really. Not really. I mean, the last time I went to the cinema, Abbott and Costello were on.
What, Abbott and Costello meets Eraserhead?
Yeah, that's right. Mind you, that looked a very good film. I must go and watch it, actually.
How much was it to get in the cinema?
I like the scream at the end. It sounds as though Manchester United had scored.
OK, here's one you might be able to rent on video. There's Drugstore Cowboy. That's 90 minutes of fun and laughter with Matt Dillon as a psychotic drug addict.
My name is Bob, and this is a picture of me. It was 1971, and me and my friends had just got an apartment in Portland, Oregon.
You alone? What'd you think? I brought my rat-faced granny along to hold my hand?
That's Rick, my old partner. Every once in a while, we get restless. Hey! Hit the local points of interest.
What have you guys been doing? Reading Mickey Spillane or something?
That's Diane right there. I like Diane. She took a darn good picture, too. Better than in real life.
Right out of the clear blue sky, you say you're going to clean up your hand.
Diane, you can't do it anymore.
Hey, a bit grim, this film, isn't it? What do you reckon?
Well, I was rather surprised at Matt Dillon. I mean, for a man of 97, he looked very young.
What did
Last time I saw him, he was in Gunsmoke. Had a fellow with Chester with one leg, didn't he, or something?
Hey, I'd have to be 91 to remember that one.
Yeah, indeed. No, well, you're not quite that old, in fairness.
Do you think he's sexier than the other Matt Dillon, this one?
No, not really. Not really, because Big Matt, he always got the girl, didn't he, in the saloon?
Hey, this is one for the family. You like this? The Addams Family. From Troma Films, the people who bought you Toxic Avenger, and my personal favourite, Stuffed Stephanie in the Incinerator, there's now Rabid Grannies.
Oh, goody, goody. We're taking a trip to Granny's house. She and her sister are having a birthday party. Isn't that nice?
Perhaps it is time to open up our presents.
But be careful, because someone has sent these two sweet old ladies a very nasty present. So you better not eat your chicken soup.
At least they're enjoying themselves this year.
They're not just grannies, they're party animals, ready to get down. Rabid grannies.
Saga Holidays goes to Transylvania, and we've cut out some of the juiciest bits of that one. Do you reckon you'll be renting that one, Bill?
Well, it looks quite good to me. I had a rabid granny, actually. She's sweetest when we went to see her. And I've been to grab a granny. Why don't they put one on about them?
That's a bit too naughty, though. Have you actually got a bit of a female following?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I've, the top security jail in Durham, I've got a fan club there. Mind you, they can't get out, so you can...
Well, I mean, I don't know whether you're a football fan or not. I heard you supported Everton, so I'm not sure whether that counts, really. But don't think we've actually forgotten that the football season starts tomorrow. And as a reminder, we have here an official piece of World Cup final turf from Rome, beautifully mounted in Perspex. Now, this one costs a mere £55. They've managed to divide the pitch into 305,000 pieces, making the whole thing worth £16,775,000. What do you reckon to that, Bill?
Italian turf.
Yeah, that's a genuine thing, you know.
Looks like a bloody hedgehog in a jam jar to me.
It's better if you had the penalty spot bit, wouldn't it? You know, that'd be worth a few.
Oh, you've got the penalty spot there.
55 quid. You can, that'd be a little present for you. You can always pretend that, you know, Jimmy Husband scored a goal in 1968 off it. If that isn't tacky enough, we dig the dirt that other shows would sweep under the carpet as we go on another mission.
This tape contains star-sensitive stories for operational use only. Among the classified this week are Michael Jackson, Kirstie Alley, and Roseanne Barr. Out of the shadows emerges Michael Jackson, ready to take the risk of another ad. In his last ad, Michael's hair was burned. This time, he's bravely overcome his pyrophobia to appear with his niece, Brandy. Maybe he was helped by his fee of $10 million. This nose is number 6. Number 7 is reportedly under construction. This is the original. TV's Roseanne Barr has been faced with an embarrassing revelation. Stories which have appeared in the American tabloid National Enquirer have been supplied by her new husband, Tom Arnold. It was revealed on the Geraldo Chat Show.
Tom was eager to shall we say, earn a little extra money.
A huge shock to Geraldo's millions of viewers, but no shock to Roseanne. In the newspaper, USA Today, she gave a simple explanation. All he did was buy drugs with it and try to kill himself. After explaining it away, they're suing. And for how much?
We are Friday filing a $1 million lawsuits against the National Enquirer.
The Weight We Were. Simon Le Bon, circa 1986. Simon Le Bon, circa 1990. Warning. Inspiral carpet t-shirt wearers sporting this expletive. Here deleted. 3 court cases are already in progress for wearing these shirts. Suggestion. Replace offending word with cucumber. Christian Scientist and reformed addict Kirstie Alley from Cheers and hit movie Look Who's Talking doesn't hold back on camera with or without a script. Especially when she's talking to Mrs. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Kennedy Klanswoman Maria Shriver.
Remember when you asked me if my life was perfect, and I said it would be perfect if I had a baby?
Photo appeal. This man as a friend of the stars. Are you? Have you been photographed with celebrities? Have you got old school pictures? Send them to us at The Word, P.O. Box 972, E14, 90G. Finally, back again to Roseanne Barr. This is the performance at a baseball stadium that President Bush pronounced a disgrace. Chances are she won't be off entertaining the troops. This tape will now self-destruct.
I know Roseanne Barr doesn't look the type, but believe it or not, the whole planet's going health crazy, and it's not just jogging and munching muesli nowadays. Even the nicest people seem to think it's OK to blast like 40 watts of new age music in your face when you pop round for a cuppa. And it gets worse, because one thing Kylie Minogue, Shirley MacLaine and Sly Stallone's mum have in common is crystals. Bits of glass, in a way. Now, they're supposed to calm you down, channel your sexual energies, and make you happy. Mind you, you'd need a big glass of water to swallow that one, wouldn't you? Shayna here, we'll go down and meet her, has a shop in London selling them. Shayna, why would anybody actually want to buy crystals? Because everybody seems to be wearing them nowadays, don't they?
People are just trying to help themselves now, and the crystals are a tool.
I mean, how did you come across crystals yourself?
In New York. There were a lot of people into it, and it seemed like they could really help you.
Did they calm you down?
Yeah, this one's calming me down at the moment, really relaxed.
She can't be. I mean, I'm not nervous at all. And this is live TV.
Yeah.
What about Bill, you know?
Bill here has picked out a very special stone, very new one, very 90s. And I just go for what he's attracted to. He should just pick out whatever he likes, and that will be what he needs at the time.
How much do these crystals cost?
Oh, they start from like 35p.
Oh,
up
right.
to like thousands.
Who makes them?
Mother Nature.
I was trying to catch you out there. I mean, where did it come from? Is it a recent development?
No, very old. Before the Bible, the American Indians were into them, the Egyptians, lots of people.
So just about everybody's had crystals.
Yeah,
so
it's just getting back to nature, really. We're
going to see if this guy, old Bill here, right, my Scouse buddy, can feel the vibes. And what better test of the happy healing powers of the crystal than to test them on Harry Cross? Cheer him up. But, Bill, you know, like if you want to channel your sexual energies or anything like that, you'll have to pop round the dressing rooms, all right?
Right.
He's a good kid, isn't he? At a cost of over $20 million, Memphis, Belle is by far the biggest film to come out of Britain this year. The subject of the movie is America's World War II bomber pilots on a flying mission in Europe. Now, with the current Gulf crisis, a film like this could be appropriate, but an invasion of actors is quite different. Our Amanda de Cabernet went to see what happened when the film industry invades Smallsville, UK.
Grimsby, northeast England, population 90,000, with nearly as many fish and chip shops and just one cinema. Elton John once wrote a song celebrating the delights of this sleepy seaport, and other than that, Grimsby's showbiz profile is non-existent. At least it was, until Hollywood came to town. For 4 weeks, Grimsby was blitzed by Memphis Belle. A 300-strong production crew invaded the area, occupying the town's 4 major hotels, and sightseers packed the pubs to catch a glimpse of the stars.
There were all sorts of queer people arrived in the pub and made all sorts of queer noises and made all sorts of queer comments.
Wherever you went, there was everybody muttering about the Memphis Belle. Everybody with 1940s haircuts. It was in the papers constantly, headlines. And if it wasn't in the headlines, it was in the middle of the paper.
Caterers demanded 3,000 sausages and 5 tons of beef from local butchers. Local chemists reported an increase in the sale of red lipstick, and flying jackets were seen everywhere.
They asked me to cut 500 men's hair, all 1940s styles, and I had to take my annual holiday leave to do the job, which was very, very tiring, and I lost a whole stone in weight.
Not only was backup provided by local services, but a seemingly endless queue of extras hoping to get one of the 800 roles encircled the town hall.
First morning there, it was, well, there was 300 people stood there. He read the 6 names off his sheet. He said, like, these 6 to stand to one side. He said, you are now the football team. And we were soft baseball players.
propeller dodgers.
Drunks in the toilet, bomb loaders.
I wanted to be in it because I've always been interested in films and film stars, and there's never been anything like this before in this area, and I think it's the only chance we'd ever have to do it.
So I just took one look in the hangar, and it was just, absolutely breathtaking. Everybody milling around. I just didn't expect it.
It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
Well, it's the biggest thing to hit Grimsby since the Second World War, I think.
When the Hollywood hunks checked in, the local women loved it. But the men were harder to please.
The stars, they were really good. They really got on with everybody. They blended in so well that you didn't really realise that there was actors or actresses.
There was one class above you. They was earning the big money. We wasn't.
We invited some of the Grimsby extras to a special screening of Memphis, Belle, where we found out what they thought of the film.
Well, just watching it just now, the film, it's not the film that I'd rent from a video shop.
Matthew Modine should go back to selling furniture, basically. We were the drunks in the toilets where we had to come in and sort of stagger over to one of the urinals and actually make all groaning, gurgling noises. But after seeing the film, they cut that piece out. I don't know why. I thought that definitely deserved an Oscar.
It's something to look back on. Got all my photographs, and we'll be able to eventually get the video and say to my kids, that's me, that dot in the background is me.
Grimsby, one of those towns that isn't even twinned with anywhere, but apparently it's got a suicide pact with Rochdale. Anyway, our Amanda, the person who put the grim in Grimsby there, is actually live in Memphis now with some members of the cast of the film Memphis, Belle.
Bearman, I'm going to have to pass the mic.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Memphis Belle and of Elvis Presley. And I'm here to talk to three guys who star in the movie Memphis Belle, which is the biggest British film made this year. I've got Tate Donovan, Billy Zane and Eric Stoltz. So, Eric... No, stop waving now, tell me. Considering the current situation in the Gulf, do you think that this film is going to be timely?
Oh, God. I don't know. I think it would be tasteless of me to try and exploit a dangerous world situation to promote a film. I think we have a good film and it has nothing to do with the Gulf situation.
And that's it.
Hey, a bit of a rainstorm there on satellite, so we'll be back after the break. See you then.
If you took the clothes of former American Secretary of State and these stars, you'll notice they all have something in common. What is it? Find out after the break. The word. We asked what these people had in common naked. The answer, they all have tattoos.
Hey, it's all happening on this show, isn't it, tonight? We'll talk about I've died more times than Captain Scarlet, I tell you. It looks like we've lost the Memphis piece, thanks to a rainstorm happening somewhere in the stratosphere, so we won't be able to go back there to Amanda, so we've abandoned her in the deep south. But now it's time to see if Les Miserable will laugh. Now, if you're eating your tea, you might want to stop at this minute, because now comes a snack that somebody else can eat between meals and is guaranteed to ruin your appetite. And kids, don't try this one at home.
Les Miserable says... Ratman and Robin from Manchester, make me laugh.
Hey, Robin, this is a life, isn't it? Blackpool in summer, sea, fresh air, seafood. What do you got us anyway? What do you get us from that takeaway?
This is all I can get when it's not raining here.
They aren't lobsters and shrimps.
Yeah?
They're cockroaches and worms. I'm not eating one of them.
It's buffalo worm, they're good for you.
Are you sure?
She said they were.
Do they all eat them in Blackpool? I'll try one then, come on.
They do, but they don't know it.
Not bad then.
Gorgeous.
Remember what other things you got me there?
25 pence each, then, were it? And these?
Oh, I love them.
40p.
Cockroaches. 40p were they?
40 pence each.
Well, at least they're fresh and they're alive. I mean, there's no sell-by date on a cockroach, is there?
These isn't it? This was, yeah. Eat it in your mouth, not your nose.
Really nice now.
Here's a special on this.
4 king size. Let's look at that.
£4, that.
Was that £4?
I'll tell you where I got it from. Everyone wouldn't want it if I told you. He crapped on me.
Yeah. Hey, what talent. And we're uncovering plenty of talent in the future. The Total Recall is America's #1 movie of the year and has made Arnold Schwarzenegger the hottest star in Hollywood. I met him in Beverly Hills, where we hung out at the gym and chilled out in a flash hotel while we chewed the fats. Listen, I get around nowadays a lot. And what am I doing here? Bit flash, innit? Look at this. This is like early Greek McDonald's. Well, it is, of course, a Four Seasons hotel in Los Angeles. I'm here to interview Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
My development in my career was slow and systematic. You know, it started out when I retired in 1975 from bodybuilding championships, winning the Mr. Universe contest, Mr. Olympia, Mr. World, and all those titles, and then slowly got into show business, and really over the last 15 years built up a career. And there was really nothing that was fantasy-like. It was just very hard work, with tremendous struggle, tremendous dedication, always with the willingness to give up anything for it, and to really train as hard in the acting as I did with bodybuilding.
Did you find that girls started taking a bit of an interest in you as well when you started weight training?
Not really. It doesn't make any difference because, you know, I would never spend an hour in a gym for a girl. I mean, you know, you do your sports because you think it's great, that it keeps you fit. Maybe the side product of the whole thing is that women are interested in you and find it sexy. Some do, some don't. But, I mean, I would never train for that purpose.
I was the only kid who ever got his money back off Charles Atlas, you know. I see you almost as like the new John Wayne in a way.
Well, you know, it's interesting you mentioned John Wayne because the fact of the matter is that John Wayne was one of my idols when I was a kid. I remember watching the John Wayne movies, watching Marlon Brando, Kirk Douglas, and all those guys. So I admired them tremendously. But to be honest with you, at that time, I dreamt about possibly getting into films down the line, but I had no idea that it would go that far.
When I was a kid, I mean, I used to look John Wayne films as well, but I could always see them, whereas I don't think, you know, my mum and dad would like let me go and see some guy getting a spike through his eye, much as I would have actually liked to have gone to see that.
The interesting thing is that the kids go and see it no matter what. Cut!
Get ready for a surprise!
When my father said to me, you can't go to see this Marlon Brando movie because there's a lot of shooting going on and it's R-rated, you know, youth is not allowed to go in. And so I would go to the exit door and walk in backwards when the people came out, you know, that's how I got in the movie houses and see all those movies. Number one, for free, and number two, I could go in where youth was not really allowed.
If people started doing that in your movies, you wouldn't be so well off, though, would you?
Oh, I would be doing still fine. A few people sneaking in here and there. That's okay.
I was quite surprised to learn that George Bush has made you, like, head of PE, you know, kind of thing for the States, to get physical education back into schools in America and everything. But I always thought that American schools would have PE on the curriculum, you know, and make everybody do it.
Well, you're absolutely right that they do. Well, the only thing is that a lot of the schools now claim that there's a budget crunch and that they have to cut out physical education. That's very dangerous because sports does something for kids besides getting them in shape. What we learn from sports is the lessons of life.
When you said it gives you lessons in life, I think the soccer team I played for just taught me how to make excuses.
Excuses? Well, he learned all the negative things in life, right?
We still learn about life, you know.
That's right, sport. Yeah, we always do.
But will it be an example? I mean, what will happen if some junior league football teams start lighting up cigars after the first quarter?
As long as they win. No one will care, believe me.
I want clay delivered alive for reimplantation.
Who the hell am I?
Bugs in your skull.
What is very special, I think, about this film is that although it is violent and it has a lot of action and there's suspense and all those kind of things, women love it.
That's for making me come to Mars.
Do you think women love it because the blonde girl's the baddie in this one? And normally they always say blondes have more fun, but they don't in this film, really, do they?
Well, she plays, the woman you're talking about plays my wife.
You wouldn't hurt me.
And I believe that she's 8 years married to me and I have this happy marriage. But the fact of the matter is that it's quite different.
After all, we're married.
Consider that a divorce. I find out that my memory has been erased, that someone has reprogrammed my memory, and I believe that it's my wife. In reality, it's not.
Your whole life is just a dream.
If I'm not me, who the hell am I?
Did you actually feel like that when you first came to the United States of America, in a way, especially like Hollywood?
Well, I felt a little bit like this, where you feel lost and you have to kind of start from the beginning and you have to reprogram yourself, re-educate yourself and start from the beginning, because everything you've learned up until now, except maybe your moral guidelines, you have to rework, you know, and you have to start from the beginning in many ways. So there was some of the things that I've gone through in reality, but I mean, thank God, not what I've gone through in a movie. You, I mean you, you're me.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And if you haven't seen Total Recall, brilliant film, and probably the best thing that Arnold's done so far. Next week, the word really gets going with the biggest exclusive of all. We've got an interview with James Brown, the godfather of soul. Plus, we've got the Charlatans making their first live TV appearance, the Pixies with a number from the album, now number 3 in the album charts, and some attempts to make Les Miserable laugh again. And I suspect Amanda will probably be in the studio next week, so that we've got her here, where we know where she is. But before we go, we have to see how Bill's been getting on with his crystal therapy treatment to cheer him up. Shayna, look at this guy. He looks completely spaced out here, doesn't he? How is it, Bill? Do you feel all right?
I feel two things. My wallet's growing, and I feel like giving a song.
A song?
Yeah.
At this stage?
Yeah.
A song like... Has it been a good subject?
Very good.
Very good.
Very
hey,
relaxed.
that's absolutely brilliant. And have you enjoyed clutching? What is that crystal he's got there?
It's called Love You Light.
Love You Light.
It's lovely.
What does that do?
What did it do?
Well, not as good as the other one you were talking about, the sex. I would have rather had one
Well,
of
that's
those.
what you chose, honey. You chose it.
But don't forget how that camera's got you in shot there.
Oh,
we don't want you pitching any tents on this show.
No, indeed.
Right, well, nice one. Anyway, the crystals are vibrating. Our stage is on the same ley line as Stonehenge and the concrete cows at Milton Keynes. I think...
Can I sing now?
Well, hang on, you can sing in a minute. Bill's Bill's waiting to go and sing his song. Do they actually help you if you're ill? Because you have crystal healers, don't they? But I always thought they were a bit...
They're just helping you help yourself. You've got to do it. You have to take responsibility for your own life and heal yourself.
But what about people who call themselves crystal healers?
They're just helping you to help yourself.
But they charge you quite a bit of money for it, don't they?
That's right. Some people feel they have to pay for it.
What's the most expensive crystal you've ever sold at your shop?
I don't know, about £700, I think.
£700? Would you pay 700 quid for a crystal now that you've felt the vibes from that one?
Well, there'd have to be better vibes for 700 quid, wouldn't they?
Do you get a whacking vibe then off the £700 crystal?
Well, I guess that person did.
So why did you come to London to open a crystal shop?
Because there are lots of them in New York, and there isn't anything like my shop in London.
Is business booming, Shane?
Oh, yeah, booming.
Do you want a partner?
Got a partner somewhere.
Hey, you could have me and Bill.
Yeah,
Like a little foursome.
Yeah.
And we could get the Channel Your Sexual Energies one.
Indeed.
Hey, you get off and do your song then.
Right.
Bill. That's what he's been waiting for.
Away
He's going to
we
join
go.
the farm. You saw the front cover of the NME this week. Now, this group is managed by Suggsy Out of Madness. They've been described as the unluckiest group in the country. Let's hope it isn't the case tonight, because the rest of the show has been pretty tough, hasn't it? Here's a new Mersey Beat, The Farm and Groovy Train. See you next week. Thanks a lot, Shayna.
Get off, you weirdo. Nothing to do with us.
don't care where you come from. I don't give a damn. I don't care where you come from. It's all sham. You're so special. You're so special. You're so special. She sings, get on, get on, get on, get on, get on, my groovy train. Get on, get on, get on, get on, get on, my groovy train. Get on, get on, get on, get on, get on, my groovy train. Get